Alright, welcome back to this series of becoming a HTML and CSS warrior. You've been learning quite a lot in this course, and you've also seen how I explained every section of our projects. It's now time to balance things up by adding the necessary CSS styles for each of those HTML elements. So now I'll head over to index.css, and first of all, I'm going to clear all these sample CSS codes. Alright. Okay, the first thing you want to do is to check for your device width. That is to check the width of the wrapper area to be sure it spans from end to end without any margin. Since I've talked about color choice and picking a color, let me close this. Okay, so this is our project, our ongoing project. So like I said, we want to check for device width, and to do this you can use a simple technique of inspecting the wrapper div, or give the wrapper class a background color, say blue or any other color, just to check for any white space. So I'm going to right click and say inspect. Okay, this time around I'm going to dock this inspection window by the right. So I'll say dock to right so that we can see our project side by side. Okay. So like I said, we want to inspect the wrapper div to check our device width. So here is our wrapper div, and if you look closely at our website, you could see margin at the four corners of our wrapper div. There is a margin, and that is a white space. Or let me increase this and give this wrapper a background color so that maybe you will see it clearly. So background, let's say green. So can you now see the white space, the extra white space? So that is to say our wrapper is not spanning from end to end. But if you take a look at our finished websites, I'll also inspect this website, and you see that the wrapper is spanning from end to end. So this is our wrapper div. As you can see, there are no white spaces, meaning that the wrapper over here is taking up 100% of our device width. So let's go over to our ongoing projects and come back to our wrapper. So in our CSS, in the index.css, to rectify this, we are going to remove the default margin that comes with this body. The body here, you can see, if you look closely, you can see the yellow, the faint yellow line covering that background. That is the margin. The body is carrying a margin. So to remove this margin, we are going to give this body tag a margin of 0. And that will allow our wrapper to take 100% of our device width. So I'll head over to CSS and I'll say body. Remember, this is the body tag itself, so it's not carrying any class name. And you say margin 0 and save. Let's inspect our wrapper div again. And now you see our wrapper is now taking the complete width of our device. It's now full width. Okay, now that we've ensured that our wrapper is taking the entire width of our device, it's now time to start giving the CSS styles to other elements within the wrapper div.